give you a bit of an update on the Alfa Mito. So we had a problem with the flashing light on the odometer, and that's led to certain things I've had to look at to see what the resolve is. So we looked at the battery, we've recharged the battery, we disconnected the battery. I looked at the sat nav that I fitted in to see if that was causing a problem. It wasn't that. And then we went in and found the Blue&Me box, which the conclusion is pretty much that it's the Blue&Me box. But if you watch the full video and look at the full journey all the way through, there's more explanations as we go through. So I just wanted to give you a bit of a brief of what the video is about. So yeah, have a watch. Hopefully it helps somebody out there. I just checked the battery and I noticed that normally when you look down there, there's a nice green light that comes on. It's not. So I think I'm going to charge the battery just to check that it's not a battery issue. So let's do that. So I also want to see what voltage the battery's at. So let's check the voltage. 12.11. I'm going to put the battery on charge, I think. Just see if that makes any difference. So I've got this little charger. I don't like this little charger because it takes forever. I used to have a really good battery charger. It will charge real quick. These bloody things take forever. Anyway. Okay, positive to positive, negative to negative, plugged in. I mean, it is saying low. It's not a great start, is it? So let's plug that in. And we'll just leave that charging. And we'll see what happens. We'll give it 24 hours. We'll come back to it and see if that's cured it. Okay, so just to note, I charged the battery, and what I've done is I've disconnected the battery for how long? Overnight. So we'll put that. Ooh, she's all booting up, look. Ooh. There's no flashing light. So let's turn the ignition off. Let's put that back in. I'm not used to keys on cars anymore. Let's just see if that does. So, okay. So, no. So, as you can see, even though the lights did stop flashing, they have started flashing again. I think it's something to do with the Blue&Me, because the Blue&Me is definitely not working. Because when you press these buttons on here, you'd get, oh, it's helpful, turn the stereo on. But when you used to press these, your Windows button, you'd get the woman speaking to you on there, going, what would you like, settings, pairing, this or that, but no cups of tea. So, okay, I've got to look into it further. So I think now what I've got to do is, when I connected this, maybe it's done something to this. I don't think so, because it's in a totally different line. I think this could be something to do with the Blue&Me. And they say online that when the Blue&Me unit stops, then that starts flashing. Okay, the next thing we've got to do is we've got to plug the scanning machine in, and that shouldn't be flashing. So I tell you when that started flashing, when I wired this in, and apparently I googled it, and if there's a current shortage or a drain, it can make the trip kilometre thing flash. So I'm assuming it was when I piggybacked the wire down there to this that's causing some kind of drain for this. So I think we'll plug the scanner in, we'll see if there's any codes come up, and then we'll go from there. You're going to come over here then? Oh, good. You go there. Good girl. Stay there. Good girl. So I've got a couple of scanners for this. I've got a Foxwell, which is old now. I probably had this 8 years, so I could probably do with another one because this one's not doing everything it should do now. However, on an older car like this one, she should be fine. I've also got another scanner, an Alfa scanner, so sometimes if this one doesn't do what I need it to do, I go to the specialist Alfa scanner. So we'll see. So I know the OBD2 port is behind here on the Alfa Mito. It's just here. You can't see that very well probably, but at least it tells you where it is. So that's on a right-hand drive Alfa Mito. Just open your little porty doody thing up. There's a little cap on there. There we go. And you'll see that yellow thing is your OBD2 port. Okay, so that's the shape of your OBD port. Was the same on every car. Can't get it wrong, unless you try the wrong end of the thing. For some reason I can't. Why is it not going in? What am I doing? There we go. Once you get it straight. Okay, and you plug that in. So what we want to do is we want to go to OBD2 and just check that. So we'll go into there first, and this is where you'll see this is it connecting to the car. And we wait for it to connect, and then we go, these are all the statuses, and I can save that if I want, I don't. And then you've got read codes, erase codes, live data, fixed frame, O2, all the way through. I want to read codes and see if there's any codes. So I'm going to go pending codes. And there's no pending codes. Okay. Stored codes. And there's no stored codes. And now I'm going to go permanent codes. That's not supported. Okay, so that's a pain because there's no codes. So what I'll do is I'll also try this module. I'll see if there's any codes, pending codes. No, let's go pending codes. Nothing. So I'm a bit limited with this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the Alfa, the proper code reader, and we'll see what that does. What do we got? Diagnose, Romeo, Spider Mito. There we go. Automatic. Okay, so it's doing an automatic update. See what that does. So I'll just go through these codes and then I'll speed it up if I need to. There we go, Morelli Radio Navigator. Let's have a look. Fault on communication with vehicle. Press confirm. This vehicle is armed with the system. The system is an electronic control system. So it's a shame I can't get into that. Because that could be the problem. Okay. What have we done so far? We've charged the battery. We've taken the battery off for 12 hours. None of that's worked. The next thing I'm going to do is unplug this and see if unplugging this helps or fixes this problem. Okay, so down here, here is where I plugged it in. What I've got to do is get that glove box down and then behind here, what I'm going to do is unplug it, plug the fuse back in, see if the fuses are okay. That one looks to be okay. And then this one, looks to be okay. So I'm going to plug the fuse back in the hole. Before I do that, let's tidy some of this up. See if that does the job. If it does, I'll have to find another source. If it doesn't, I'm not sure. No, that hasn't fixed it. And to be honest with you, I didn't think it would. Because I'll tell you what I think is the problem. I think the problem is behind here. I think this is the Bluetooth unit for the Blue&Me system behind here, I think has failed. I'm going to take the radio out. I'm going to try, because these things can be stubborn, and we'll see what's going on behind there. See if there's any indicators. And for the radio, you need these special tools. So they kind of push down, and there's a clip in there, and it just pushes the clip as it goes in and releases the radio. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That one didn't really want to go in. There we go, she's in there. And then the head unit should should come out. These plastic tools are good because they tend not to mark the whatever it is around the stereo. Let's see if we can. Okay, so like I said, it was like you push these in, you have to push them in quite hard, that one and that one. Then you have to get one of these tools and just work it out. It seemed to come out better from this left hand corner, and then we can pull this out and have a look and see what's going on. Probably be not a lot. Okay, so we can take these out now, and you can see here when you push these in, hopefully you can see it, to give you a bit of light, you can see when you push these in, see what it does there? Just moves that enough. But the key is, sometimes when you push them in, they hit the wrong side. But anyway, you can just see it, it just moves these things just to release the radio. So let's just disconnect these. So I think the Bluetooth module is this one under here. The only bonus is you can get your hand in this side and push it from the back. see it coming out there. What I really need to do is, okay, this I think is the Bluetooth module, and I think it's this that's causing the problem with the light. That comes out like that, and this is called, yeah, this is your Magneti Morelli. This is your Windows thing, your Windows box, I am sure. Which I wonder if it's no longer working. Can't hear anything in there. Okay, through a process of elimination, I've been through all the fuses, they're all fine. The connection that connects this is fine, and that's not jumping off the back of this. What the scan tool tells me is actually lining up with what I'm thinking, which is the Blue&Me module is faulty, and all the symptoms are pointing to the Blue&Me module, whereas there's no Windows settings, there's no Bluetooth, there's no lady's voice. When I press it, she doesn't say, hello, what would you like me to do? Pair, settings, last message, none of that. So I think it's this. So what I'm going to do is, we've taken some photos of the serial numbers. I'm going to put the Blue&Me module back, connected, put the radio back, and then we'll have to try and order one, yeah, and see if it does do the job. But I'm 99.9% sure it is this. At least you know now where the Blue&Me module is, because that is half the battle, not actually knowing. So you your pins out, it will is. So this one first, this one on the second, this one tight, so be careful, twist the feet in. So, I'm going to push this over the pin for now. It's in, turn it on. There we go, we'll turn the ignition on. You can hear it all boots up. The odometer is still flashing, which I'd expect it to, because the Blue&Me is not working. Because if I press the Blue&Me buttons, there's nothing. And if I go through the codes on here, yeah, it's just not connecting to that Blue&Me module. So what that Blue&Me module does under there, it connects to the main car computer. So if the main car computer is detecting no connection to the Blue&Me, then it will throw up this flashing code, and that's what's happening. And what we've got to do is order a new Blue&Me. Until that comes, yeah, we can't do anything. Job done. Can't do any more to that. We've checked everything we can. Just check there's no codes. It's fine. Nothing more I can do.